Here we're looking at the new for 2014 Tissot Visodate Milanais. If you're a GMT-5 reader, then it should be no surprise that I'm very familiar with the Visodate collection. It represents probably the single best value in Swiss-made dress watches today. Now I've reviewed the Visodate before and I loved it, so when Tissot released this new version with the mesh bracelet, I had to check it out. As far as the watch is concerned, it's still the same great Visodate that Tissot has been selling since 2010. There's the mirror-polished 40mm case with its elegantly long and beveled lugs, the proud and domed sapphire crystal. Of course, there's still a clean, slightly domed dial with its retro-applied Tissot logo. As I'm sure a lot of you know, a new strap can dramatically transform a watch, and I think that's what's going on here with this new Visodate. Instead of the leather alligator grain strap, Tissot introduces this stainless steel mesh that retains the retro vibe while injecting sportiness into the design. It's strong without being inflexible or overbearing, and it glides smoothly along the wrist without pinching. The straight end links lend the perfect vintage appeal to the whole look that I surprisingly liked. I generally don't prefer mesh bracelets, and straight end links never really do it for me, but I think it works on the Milanais. Because the end links don't connect with the case, Tissot reveals more of the case, and you can see the smooth polished curve between the lugs. While I typically don't love Milanais bracelets, you can achieve a 100% perfect fit, which is something you don't always get with leather or traditional link bracelets. However, getting to that perfect fit can be a bit of a nightmare, as you need a thin but strong tool for leverage to pry open the clasp to slide it down the bracelet. Once you find the spot you want to anchor the clasp, locking it in can be a bit tough, although once you do, the clasp is secure and you can enjoy a comfortable fit. The dial is about as classic as it gets, with perfectly proportioned applied hour markers and Dauphine hands. The polished and applied logo is stunning, catching the light at nearly any angle. Frankly, my only complaint with the dial has to be its day-date window that occupies a significant chunk of real estate, and seems out of place with the white background. I originally reviewed the silver version of the Visodate earlier this year, and now I'm spending more time with the black version. I'm able to see some of its differences. First, the black isn't as a deep, dark black. Instead, it's softer, I would say almost charcoal, but not really. Second, the domed sapphire crystal doesn't have any anti-reflective coating, so the watch becomes a mirror in a lot of cases, something I didn't notice when I was exploring the silver Visodate. Unfortunately, the Milanais only comes with the black dial version, so there's no getting around the reflections, unless maybe if you already own the silver Visodate and you order a Milanese bracelet from Tissot or elsewhere online. Then you could have the mesh look without the reflections, but something tells me that the mesh goes better with the black dial. Behind the dial is an ETA 2836, which is technically very similar to the venerable 2824, with the exception of an added day, which you can see through the exhibition caseback. For the money, I've always appreciated the amount of decoration, enjoying the gold and striped rotor, but accepting the rather bare remainder. Most of the time when a brand has strap variations on a particular watch, the bracelet is at least a couple $100 more expensive than non-metal alternatives. But the Milanais is only $45 more than your leather Visodate, which comes to a total of $695. For a Swiss-made decorated caliber, visible through a transparent caseback and a timeless design, the price is more than fair. If you're looking for something on the dressier side, the standard Visodate is a killer option. But what I love about the Milanais is that it essentially now gives the Visodate a new strap option that lets you dress the watch up or down without losing any of the retro vibe. The Tissot Visodate Milanais is available now at Our Passion boutiques and through Tissot's online shop.